So, ngayon, paano ba tayo magre-retrieve ng data from Google Forms? So, go to the Drive. At pag napuntahan na natin yung ating Google Form, punta tayo sa responses. Dito, 30 responses na siya. Kaya, you need to close the accepting responses part. So, punta tayo dun sa una nilang question and gawa tayo na i-drag natin dito. So, sa 15 to 18 na years old, meron silang 27 at saka meron silang 19 to 22 years old ay 3. 27 and 3. So, 90 and 10. So, gawa tayo sa Word o sa document. Kung wala pa, gagawa tayo sa papel sa ating notebook. Okay, this is table 1, age of the respondents. Then let's have our table. Let's insert a table with 3 columns. And then we have the heading 1, 2, 3 data apart. And then yung total. Kaya meron tayong 3 columns and then 5 rows. So dito we need to center. And in bold letters, ito din, center and in bold letters. Center natin yung ating table as well as our title and number. It should look like this. So dito we have the ages in years. Then we have the frequency and the percentage, comma, percent, sign. Then we have here total, then frequency natin 30, and then sa ano naman natin, total ng percentage natin ay 100. So dito, yung data lang yung naka-center, pero yung choices natin na 15 to 18, and then we have 19 to 22, older than 22, naka-align left. And then, punta tayo dun sa Google Form natin. Dito sa responses, 15 to 18 has 27 responses and 90%. So, 27, 90. Your percentage should be rounded to the nearest whole number. Ang natitira na lang natin ay 3, kaya 10% yon. 0 tayo sa older than 22, 0% din tayo sa older than 22. So now we have to make our paragraph or interpretation. Remember, as I have told you before, this is technical writing. So we interpret what we have in the table. But first, syempre, kailangan meron tayong part dito na ito yung part natin na presentation, analysis, and interpretation of data. Then, we should have an introductory paragraph. Ano ba pinapresent nito? This part presents the tables of data retrieved from the Google Form survey questionnaire of the respondents as well as the interpretation. of each table. Then, we need to double space. So, punta kayo sa paragraph. Hanap yung double dito, dapat pare-parehong 0. Parehong 0, then okay. Then, this is in bold letters. Now, tapos na tayo sa introductory paragraph. So, i-discuss na natin yung table 1 from highest to lowest. We begin the paragraph with table 1 presents the age of the respondents. Just copy the title. That's the first sentence. We have the table number and the table title, but since it is included in the sentence, even the important words are not capitalized this time. And then we start with the highest data, and that is 27, frequency 90%. So we start with the number, yung frequency. When we say frequency, when we start our sentence, we never begin a sentence with a numerical value. We start with a number word. So, 27. We have 27. Then, enclose it in parentheses or 90%. This time, 90 will be accompanied by the percent sign. Which data is 27 or 90%? 15 to 18 years old, comma, we don't have a comma because we only have 2 data, and then followed by 3 or 10%, which age? 19 to 22 years old. We don't have to discuss the choice in the questionnaire with 0 data. But our audience can see them, our readers can see the number of data in the table. In this table, the reader can already see that older than 22 years old has 0 data, 0 frequency and percentage. Okay? Now, let's proceed to the next table. This is the grade level. So, we only have 2 choices. So, let's make another table. Let's copy this table, actually. Let's copy this. Let's just change the table title and number. So, this is table 2, grade level. Sorry. Grade level of the respondents. Make sure you change the choices and the title. So we only have 2 grade levels, 11 and 12. So let's remove this row. Let's delete this row. Then, according to the table, we have 12, 23, for grade 11, 7, 23%. Then, 23, 77%. 7, 23. 7, 23%. And then the remaining is 23, 77%. Still, we have a total of 30 and 100 for percentage. Now, let's try to do table number 2. So, table 2 presents. So, be consistent with the format and how we present our data in each table according to from highest to lowest. So, table 2 presents what? The grade level of the respondents. Just copy the table title and the table number. That's the first sentence. Next sentence begins with the highest data, which is 23. So, number word again, 23. And close it in parentheses or 77 with the sign of percent. What? Grade 12. And 7 or 23% grade 11. That's it. So in interpreting data, what you see is what you get. You don't have to add your opinions or ideas. Okay. Next, let's go back again to our data responses. So this time we have from highest to lowest. What is this? Is this a Likert scale? Okay. So, this is teaching strategies, right? So, according to our table, we have several teaching strategies. So, how many teaching strategies do we have in the questions? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 teaching strategies. So, let's make another table. That will be table 3. Let's just add 3 more rows. I mean 2. Okay. So our table is 3 and then teaching strategies. Not of the respondents. Teaching strategies. Okay, so we have first, we have lecture-based group work collaboration. Multimedia presentation, videos, slide, etc. Multimedia presentation, slides, videos, slide, etc. Hands-on activities, project, experiment, etc. Video, slide, Next is hands-on activities, projects, experiment. Hands-on. Plus online learning tools and platforms. Google Forms, Quizlet, etc. Now we're done. So let's look at how many responded to each choice. So we have here 18, 19, 14, 18, 60, 19, 63, 18, 19, 14, 16, 18, 19, 14, 16, and lastly, 7. So we don't have to total or get the percentage from the Google form because each teaching strategy can be repeated as the respondents click or choose what applies. Okay, so let's just add 17, 21, 27, 34. So 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 74. Then, that's the time that we have to total. Let's copy this data. Then, let's compute from Excel. From Excel, let's have percentage. Okay? So, for the first 18 divided by 74 times 100. Let's round it off to the nearest whole number. And this becomes 24. The same is true for others. Divide it by 74 times 100. Then round it off. From 26. Same 124, 26, 19, 22, 24, 26, 19, 22, and 9. Total 100%. So this is in percentage. So what do we have as the highest? So 19 is the highest. Okay. So we have a table, the paragraph for table 3 presents, copy the title, the teaching strategies employed in the class. Yes. We have our highest, 19. Again, number word, and close it in parentheses, or 26%. Then, copy the data. We have group work collaboration. Of course, we cannot copy when we are just writing them, but you still have to follow the format. 0000. Okay. Next is 18. So this time 18, or how many percent? 24%. Lecture based. Comma. Then we have 16 or 22% hands-on activities. Make sure that our choices are written in small letters when included in the sentence, inside the sentence. Next, we have 14 or 19% multimedia. Small letter, multimedia. Then separated by comma. And the last, we have 7 or 9% online so small letter. Quizlet needs to be in capital letter because it's a proper noun. Okay, any questions? So follow the format that we have and let's have our last example. So the important thing to do is transform this question into a title. So let's say this is what table? So table 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's do table 9. How do you participate in ICT-based teaching? So how do we transform this to a title? That's very important. Never title your table with a question. Okay? Sorry. Let's copy the table format. So, same format of tables and paragraphs from highest to lowest discussion. So, now let's assume this is table 9. What will be our correct title for the question, how do you participate in ICT-based teaching? So, let's title this as ways to participate in ICT-based teaching. Okay, so now your question becomes the title of the table. Example, table 9. Then, just copy the first word so that you will have the header on the first column. Okay, let's have, how many choices do we have from the Google form? So we have 3, hands-on, online, not finishing task. Hands-on, online, so we have to remove the 2 rows. So we have hands-on, online, not finishing task. Then, let's retrieve the data. So now we have a narrower table because the choices are shorter. And then we only have 2 data, 2 record. So we have 23, 77, and 7, 23. 23, 77, 7, 23. Ayan. So we have here 0 and 0. Our total is back to 30. Okay? Sige, let's remove this question from the Google form now. Let's formulate our paragraph. Same format, indented. Table 9 presents the ways to participate in ICT-based teaching of the respondents. Then, let's begin with 23. 23 number word. Then, parentheses or 77%. Just copy the choices from our questionnaire. No addition, no subtraction, or other opinions whatsoever. Then, you don't have to write a comma. Immediately follow 7 or 23% online. That's it. Any question?